Hello everyone, welcome to episode number 30. Yes, we've made it this far. This week is our last of our party pleasers. So we're going to do something special, something that I like to do, and it's great for a party. And it's right here, and it's one of my favorite things. We're going to do a porchetta. Okay, it's an Italian dish, but it's... Oh. So let's look at our board, we'll get started. Now this can take a bit of time. Try to do it the day before or 2 days before if you can. But let's look at our board and see what we need. So for our porchetta, we need 4 kilograms of pork belly with the loin attached, the zest of 1 lemon, a quarter cup of fennel, a quarter cup of rosemary, 4 cloves of garlic, salt and pepper as you wish, and on the side we're going to make an apple sauce. So let's get started. This big piece of meat here. So we'll roll it out to start with, and you can see everything. Whoa, you can see everything we have here. Here's our loin at the very top, okay? This nice bit here, and this is obviously our belly. So porchetta, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of our fennel, our rosemary, our salt, all in here, and we're gonna roll it up. Now what we'll do first is we'll work with the meat. Now, when we roll the meat up, you can see we have some skin here that goes inside. We don't want this inside. What we'll do here is we'll just cut along here and just cut the skin off. So when we roll it up, then we don't see it, and it's not on the inside. All we're gonna do is take our knife and we're just gonna go through the skin. As I said, we're just gonna take our knife. We're just gonna try and go through the skin. Now, my knife is nice and sharp. I spent a few minutes just sharpening it up before we started. So that's our nice clean cut there. All we're going to do is just come in and then lift and just come under that skin. And because we've pre-cut it, it should just come away nicely. Now, while we have our meat like this, what we're going to do is just unroll, and there you can see all the skin that we have. Now, when we roll this up, we're going to tie it up with our string. So what we want to do now is just cut, just gently through the skin. Sort of we'll go at inch intervals across, and then back across, just scoring the skin just to create a diamond pattern. So again, our nice sharp knife, I'll say we're just going to use the tip, and all we're looking to do is just score it lightly. So that's a few that way, we'll come back across now. All we're going to do now is get our herbs ready for putting inside our meat, and then we will just sprinkle it on, roll it up, tie it up, and we're good to go. So as I said at the start, we want about a quarter cup. There we go, it's coming now. So all we're going to do is just give it a quick chop. And we're not going to pick this out before we eat it, so definitely worth giving it a fine chop. Now for our fennel. Fennel and pork go very well together. They are very much a match made in heaven. There's a local Italian place here. They're a pizza place, and they do a pork and fennel pizza, and it is very nice. It is, for me, one of the actual better pizzas that they make. Now, same again, just going to cut it down. We want the zest of 1 lemon. Again, now we're doing this all on the board. We're going to mix it just before we sprinkle it over. Now, when you zest this, make sure you don't get the pith. The pith is the bit in the middle of which no one wants to eat. So we're just going to get 1, 2, 3, and then we'll change. And And there's one perfectly zested lemon for a bit. That'll get used later on. And the last bit we need is our garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that back in there. So we're just gonna take the garlic out of the skin and then we'll microplane it and we're good to go. Microplane these down. Now all of this is going to go into our glass bowl. So take that out of the way. And with our rosemary, and with our fennel, and then with the lime, zest and garlic. Let's just make sure we get all of that in. And all we're going to do is just give it a mix. Just a splash of oil, just to make it bind a bit. A wee touch of oil just help it come together a little bit better. So now this can go on our meat. What we can do is cut this open, but it's not a very big loin, so we'll not worry about that this time. If it was bigger, we definitely would. This one's just not big enough. So all we're going to do now is take our seasoning. Oh, we need a bit of salt, yes, too. Well, we can put that straight over. So we're going to take this now and just rub it in. Just take it, smear it on, and just try and get it as far over it as we can. Make sure we get even. You want it evenly distributed across the meat as best you can. And again, just a little bit of salt. Cross it as best we can, edge to edge. Hopefully no big clumps. Yeah, boy. What we want to do now is make sure we can roll this up. We want to roll it nice and tight, and then we're going to cut our string. We're going to take this and just roll. And you can see there's our cut. That's going to be on the inside with a little bit extra. So go on there. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll make sure this is square, and then we just pinch down. Now why we're going 3 times under? 3 times under, it'll cause tension. 1, 2, 3, and it won't slip. At least that's the idea. And then we'll just go again. Now, if you're very fancy and you're a butcher, or my uncle, you can do this all as one. I'll get him to teach us that someday. That is us for tonight. It's all rolled up. It's going to go in the fridge for at least 24 hours, let the skin dry out, let the herbs sink in, and then we will stick it into the oven. So, see you tomorrow. Put a tray down. Put this on top. And into the fridge. We're putting this in today. It's been in for 24 hours. It smells too good. So it's been 24 hours. We're going to put it in the oven now. To make sure we maintain our temperature, we're going to use our probe. The probe's going to go in. We are aiming for 75 degrees centigrade in the middle. So we're just going to stick it in to the deepest part. and into the oven. We're going to put it in our oven. Our oven's been going for about 10-15 minutes up to about 220 degrees. So let's put it in. We're going to let this run for about 45 minutes to an hour at 220 degrees. Then we're going to turn it down to 150 for about another hour, and then we'll keep checking. We'll check it every hour just to see how we're getting on with the temperature. We want it to hit 75 degrees internal. Now, in the meantime, we'll make our applesauce, and just before this is ready, we're going to heat up some oil so we can do some crackling. It's been going for about an hour now. We're up to 12 degrees internal temperature. So the skin, if you can just see there, it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. So what we're going to do is just turn it down just a little bit. We'll go down to 150. That will mean that it'll just keep cooking gently, and we'll come back in an hour's time. So we're just going to, and as we go, just de-seed them. Sorry, camera died during the last shot. Apples are all cut up. We're going to put them there. What we're going to do is add our sugar and our water. So 3/4 cup water, 1/4 cup of sugar. Oh, I used a cup of water. He's gonna know. And we're just gonna turn this on. We're going for a medium heat. And then we'll just give it a little stir. Just wanna stir, make sure everything's all in. Get our sugar dissolved. And we just want our apples to start to break down. We'll put our wee lid on, just so that it comes up quicker. So currently we're at a temperature of 64 degrees. Internal 10 degrees to go. Okay, now our apples are lovely and soft now. You can see them there. So we're just going to take them out, put them in the bowl so you can see them better, and we will mash them up, make our applesauce. Fork is ready, and our pork is almost there. So all we're going to do is just take these in. All we're going to do now is mash. Just through with our fork. Right, we've just hit the middle temp. We're going to pull it out now. Let's go. It's taking so long, but we're finally here. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look good. Now, we just want to get a wee bit more crisp on the skin. So all we're going to do is take a blowtorch. If you don't have a blowtorch, what you can do is stick it in your oven at 250 or as high as it will go. If you've got a good fan force oven. I don't have a good fan force oven, so I will go for fire. And that is one crispy porchetta. Look at that, eh? So we're going to lift it off, let it rest, and then get caught into it. So we'll let this rest for about 5 minutes, and then go chop, chop, chop. Now, just while this rests, we'll talk about this. We did about an hour at an hour at 220, 3 hours at 140, and then just a few minutes with the blowtorch to crisp it up, and just this and that. We'll let it rest for about 10 minutes. This would easily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could serve 12 people with this. Cut it down and then half it. That's more than enough. You want it like that's. You tell me that's not beautiful, huh? Look at that. Okay, that's enough waiting about. I don't want to wait any longer. We're going to take this end piece. So you can hear. Ooh, I can't even touch it. It's that hot. Perfect throughout. So what should we try first? We should go for the loin, right in the middle. I've cut such a piece. Now this is the end piece. That was excellent. The fennel and the rosemary really come together well. The freshness from the lemon is just there. Let's get a wee bit of our applesauce. Oh, that's good. Let's take a bit of our skin. Right. Oh, that's hot. Don't get much better than that. Right. This was the last episode on our party pleasers. Next up, it's our super sides. Need I say more? Come on, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna enjoy this so much. Bye bye.